The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Yeah, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, and listen, you back with another one. We watching off script, all right? Listen, today is a special day, okay? I have probably talked about this young man more than anybody on YouTube. Okay, now I know I didn't give him the nickname. That ain't I cannot take credit for that. I take credit for a lot of nicknames, but that one I cannot take credit for. But I'm telling you, the kid's special. The kid's different. I can't wait to get it. Man, listen, I'm excited for this one. Trust me, I am. All right, before we get into it, listen. United Negro Foundation. That's me, okay? For $5 a day. No, let me stop. Become a member to the channel. We appreciate it. All the support, all the love, and everything like that, man. Listen, without further ado, all right, I got to bring in the first team All-American, first team All-SWAC, first team All-FCS, newcomer award. I mean, they just dropping awards on my man. Give it up for James Houston.
What's good? What's good? What's going on, man?
What's good, man? What's up, Star? Talk to me.
Nothing much, man. I'm just chilling, man. Living good, feeling good.
Man, listen, you look good, you feel good, you play good. That's what they say. That's what you say. Listen, so, you know, I keep these interviews light, fast, and fun. So we're going to get it. We're going to get you in. I know you're a busy man, got the draft and everything like that. You getting your shop on and stuff. So listen, I like to start my stuff with a little star bench cut, okay? And since you are a tweener, all right, I thought it could be nothing better than to give you a list of tweeners. So I need your start bench cut. I'm going to read it off left to right. All right, I got TJ Watt, I got Micah Parsons, and I got Joey Bosa. It's on you.
That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. I can't even lie to you. So I'm gonna start off with cut. I'm gonna probably cut Joey Bosa, even though you know he from the field too. So that's kind of tough. But I'm gonna probably start TJ Watt and bench Micah just because you know. TJ Watt he's just been so productive, and you know he's that old veteran guy you know that can come in and take control of the role. You know Micah Parsons, he's a young cat, you know, coming up trying to find his way. And Joey Bosa, man, I gotta take him out just because he ain't as versatile as the other two. I could get more out of the other two.
Now I give you that. And that's Nick Bosa. That's on me. That's Nick Bosa. No, it's Joey. No, it's Nick. It's Nick. That's Nick Bosa. But he is injury prone. So you definitely got to factor that in. He is definitely injury prone. Hey man, so let's get into these questions. The last movie you seen.
The last movie I seen. What's the last movie I seen? It was definitely Django. I was watching Django the other day.
Hey, that Jake's a classic. That Jake's a classic. Straight classic. All right. Your favorite song and your artist, they don't have to be the same, but a song that you jamming to right now and a guy you love to listen to.
Man, I've been listening to Tim's, all her stuff. All that's great. Like I love that. My favorite song right now, I'll probably say something by No Cap, like Sun Up to Sundown. Probably that song right there.
Okay. Who sings that?
No Cap.
Okay, No Cap. I got you. Yeah. Now, one thing people would never guess about you.
I was a mathlete. When I was younger, I was a mathlete. So I used to, you know, go to competitions and
No.
Yeah.
Oh, so that were you good? You was legit.
No, I was good. No, I was legit for sure. Yeah, I was. And I literally in 6th grade, I'm taking high school classes over at the. I literally got to walk across the street to go to the high school to take the class. So I was pretty good in math.
That's dope. Yeah. Now that's a good answer. I like stuff like that. That's dope. I like that. Now, if money was not an option, what would you buy?
Definitely a yacht. I need me a nice big old yacht, you know, down here at the crib where I can just relax and just, you know what I'm saying, sail and just chill.
That's what's up. Okay, I like that. I think you're the second person that might have said that. All right, what is your biggest pet peeve? Like I can't stand when somebody does this.
Man, when somebody trying to tell you something to do and you already doing it.
Oh,
you know, they just saying it, you know, to get on your nerves a little bit.
Got you. Doubling up on you. And last but not least, hey, any pregame routine or rituals you have to do before a game?
I gotta talk to my peoples before the game. You know, get a good prayer in before the game. And everybody always look at me crazy when I do it. When we go out there, you got a pads on, a helmet on, all that stuff. When we come back into the locker room, I always take everything off. You know what I'm saying? Take my cleats off. chill, relax for a little bit, put everything back on, you know, and then I'm ready then. Once I do
Okay.
that, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
So you take everything off and then you put everything back on. Now you're ready.
Yep, yes, sir.
Okay. I like that. That's dope. I like that. Now let's get into a little deeper. Who got you into football?
My father, he was a great football player when he played in high school. He just got admitted to his high school Hall of Fame. When he went to college, Missouri State, he was a two-time All-American. And so he was just a great football player. Introduced me to the game. I was about 8 years old. First time touching the ball. Literally, I came in like the middle of the season. My first day was a game day. They put me there, you know, after the second half. First time touching the ball, I scored a touchdown. And so
Oh, it's like
it was,
you never look back.
Right, never at first sight from that. So.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I need more stories like that. Now, who or what motivates you to be great? You know, the early morning workouts, the late nights. You know, studying. What makes you? What motivates you to be great?
So you know me. My name is James Houston. I'm James Houston, the fourth one. So I got generations and generations of people with the same name. You know, so I carry a certain legacy. All the other Jameses before me, you know, they had a certain legacy in the community and, you know, through their businesses and stuff like that. I kind of want to be that first James to take me into the athletics. And so just kind of setting my legacy here, you know, earning my respect, earning my notoriety, and just balling out and being the guy that I know I can. So really what motivates me would just be, you know, the generation before me. My
That's what's
grandpa
up.
and my father, just you know, trying to be better than them.
That's what's up.
Legacy.
Now let me piggyback off that. Like, if you have a son, will you name him James Houston like the fifth? Is this gonna keep rolling?
For sure, I'm gonna name him James Houston the fifth, but I want him to stop it there. Though. I want it to stop there.
Okay. Why is that?
The 6 is just like, it's too much. It's too much.
5 is just right. You know.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Now, growing up, did you play any other sports?
Yeah, I played every single sport. When I was little, I played basketball, baseball, track, soccer. When I got to high school, it was mainly just basketball and football.
Okay, that's what's up. And last but not least, what life lessons has football taught you, you know, through your journey?
Football is going to teach you every life lesson you can ever imagine, honestly. Football is really just a microcosm of life.
Oh, that's bar.
Yeah, you going through every year. It's going to be some type of issue, whether it's with you or your team, you know, or coaches or just anything exterior. And you're gonna have to battle through, and you're gonna have to figure out what you really want. You know what I'm saying? If football is really for you, you're gonna be disciplined. You're gonna be on time. You're gonna do the right things. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna sacrifice the things you gotta sacrifice to be good on that field. So probably just those things.
Hey man, that's a bar. That microcosm of life. I love that. That's bar. Now, this next section, James, is called "Who Is," right? I need you to use the teammates on your current team, your former team, Jackson State, and answer these questions. It could be you or your teammates. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who is most likely to be late for everything?
We ain't had too many people late, honestly. If I could be 100% honest, nobody was really late. Everybody was pretty scared to be on that late list.
All right. What happens if you're late?
Oh, you got to run. Yeah, your whole group. So we had accountability partners. Yeah, we had accountability partners. So whoever you felt like was going to be on point every day, you kind of linked up with them. And if they missed or if they didn't go to study hall or, you know what I'm saying, they messed up today in practice, you run the extra.
Yee! Yeah. All right. Who is the toughest player you've gone against while in the SWAC?
That's a good one. I'll say the kid Gray from Alabama State. He was a pretty good running back. But also Jatir from Southern. That was a really good matchup. I really wish I could have, you know, got a little bit more pass rushes on him. But that was a really good matchup. It was a back and forth game. It came down to the wire, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we came out victorious. But it was a really good game.
Oh, that's dope. I'm glad. I like that. Now, who talks the most trash on the team?
Definitely Shiloh. I don't even think it's close. It's honestly, Shiloh in practice. When you get to the game, it's Auburn.
Yeah, that's what Keontae said. Keontae said.
I'll be the type of trash talk you don't even want to hear though. You can't even talk about that.
Yeah, he can't. Hey, he can't be mic'd up or nothing. Just like, hey, man, like, yeah. Oh man, now who would you take to a fight? You know, you like, yo, I gotta go, man. We gotta, you know, hey, I gotta go handle something. You know what I'm saying? Who on the team when you taking? Like, he gonna ride with me.
I'm taking Aubrey all the way. All the way.
You're the second person. You're the second person that picked it.
Man, Aubrey gonna scoop me up and we gonna ride.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's that Memphis, man. It's that Memphis on everything. It's that Memphis. Now, do you have any sisters?
Yeah, I got an older sister.
Perfect.
Yep, she go to Howard.
Even better. If you had a sister, what you do? Who on the team would you let her date? And no, listen, team managers do not count. Long snappers do not count. Okay, so I just want to be very clear.
Okay, that's a good question. Oh man, that's tough, man. That's tough. I'll say maybe Keith. Keith. I like Shador, honestly. Shador, he a little young though, so I ain't nobody really my sister's age. My sister about 2 or 3 years older than me, so it's kind of tough. But yeah, I don't know. Somebody on offense. Somebody on offense.
Okay. All right. So listen. The people see Shador is a respectable young man. You know that he's a respectable.
Somebody at least I can hit. You know what I'm saying? I can hit him, you know, if something go down, I got a liability to just go ahead and crack him. You know what I'm
saying? Hey, listen, that's not the one you want to hit because he got lawyers. Okay, now that boy got lawyers. You know he got.
I'm talking about legally. I'm talking about legal hits.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I got you. You be like, I'm gonna see you in practice, bro. I'm gonna see you in practice. All right, man. Let's go back though. Senior year, American Heritage. How was that experience?
It was a really crazy experience. I tore my ACL before the beginning of my senior year, so I didn't get to play. So it was really everything was just crazy, and it was really tough for me because you know I had worked so hard for my junior year to happen. I ended up with 30 offers that year. I kind of wanted to prove myself again for another year and kind of outshine that. And one of my goals is, you know, being an Army All-American. And I was kind of in talks of getting that and stuff like that. So it was kind of a real bummer when I tore my ACL and I wasn't able to play not even one game of the season. So,
wow.
Yeah, so that was real tough. I ended up early enrolling as well. So I was taking extra classes during that semester, just trying to catch up so I could get on to college and try to, you know, get to spring and maybe do something football-wise. So that was real tough. And then I ended up not playing that year too. So it was real tough.
So let me ask you this before. How did you know? Because injuries when and I've talked to a couple players that I've played with, as well as people who've had sustained them that are long term. Like you feel kind of isolated because you know football is a brotherhood, and when you're injured, you don't really feel a part of the team like you really want to. So mentally, how did you stay locked in at the bigger goal? Do you know what I'm saying? Like what kept you focused?
Right, it was real tough because it was hard for me to go to practices because I'm getting therapy on my ACL, and I'm also taking extra classes trying to early enroll. So it's like, man, I'm barely around the team. Like I'm barely around the guys. Like I barely really felt part of the team. Like, and it was real tough. And it's hard. You gotta just make yourself get involved. You gotta make sure that you stay around. You know what I'm saying? And so I would go to practice every once in a while, kind of coach those guys up. But it was tough. It was tough not being out there, you know, and running around and you know, competing with the guys every day.
Man, I can only imagine. Now, you said you had 30 offers your junior year. Coming out your senior year, you tear your ACL. What offers are still left on the table at that point?
I still had a majority.
Florida.
I still had a majority of my offers. It was a bummer as well, calling some of the schools, and they're like, we don't know. We heard you tore your ACL. We kind of got to see. And I was looking at it like, I told my ACL, these schools not really looking at me. They don't got nothing else to look at. So I really need to make my decision right now. But I ended up with official offers like way later, still after I committed to Florida with Michigan, Florida State, South Carolina, Miami, Florida. So I had a majority of my offers still. But Florida, it felt right at the time. I grew up honestly a Miami Hurricanes fan, so I love all the linebackers that they have. I love the swag that they had and stuff like that. And so at the time, you know, Wendy out here.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
At the time, Randy Shannon, the head coach and linebackers coach at Miami, was at Florida. He
Yeah.
was at DC. And so he had recruited me, and I learned about all the different linebackers he coached. And I kind of wanted to be part of that cycle. I wanted to be coached under him. And so that was big. That was a big push for me. Also, Florida just being an all-around great academic school. It's not too far from the house, 4 hours from the house. My people could come to every game. You know, and I had two other teammates from Heritage coming. So,
Oh, that's dope. Oh yeah, that's dope. I like that.
it really only made sense. It just felt like an overall great move. I didn't really see like how it could, you know, be a bad move. But you know, when I got there, I didn't even get to really. I played for him a little bit, and then the other coaching staff came in, so I didn't even get too much coaching from exactly what I committed to or what I wanted.
Gotcha. Now, 3-year player at Florida. How was that experience, and how did playing in the SEC help you in the SWAC?
I mean, playing in the SEC is like, you know, that's big time football. That's
Yeah.
big boy football. Everybody is good, you know, and it honestly, it wasn't really too much of a transition for me. When I got there, I kind of expected it to be like that SEC. Everybody's ready. I'm gonna have to get way stronger, way faster, way bigger. And it was kind of some of that. But I mean, I felt like I was ready to play. I felt like I was really one of the best linebackers on the team. So my experience there was just very weird, kind of back and forth, up and downs, just from, you know, stemming from my first year there and kind of messing up and getting suspended for a year and just kind of having that X on me and not really being able to show my personality because that's not really what the environment was there. And so it was kind of like however they looked at you, that's what it was. And you wasn't
Wow.
gonna change it. And so it was really tough, like not being able to
Be you.
express myself. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And so it was just a lot of back and forth. And I obviously had an effect on my playing time. But, you know, I made sure every time that I got in, I always, you know, did my thing. And,
All right.
I always made plays. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: at Florida, what was your welcome to college moment on the field? Like you like, dang, like these boys is different.
Yeah. Like I said, like I didn't experience it at first. I definitely didn't experience too much on defense. My first year when I wasn't really playing too much because of my ACL, I got to witness Marcel Harris. And not too many people knew about him, but he was a real dog. That was something different I ain't never really seen. The safety that's gonna play deep, he gonna make the pick in the corner, and he gonna come up and he gonna smack you real hard. And he fast and he's strong, and it was something different. And I kind of expect Lil Cameron from JSU number 12. I expect him to be something similar to that by the time he gets to his senior year.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Respect to Cam. That's one of my favorite players. Now, okay, you do your 3 years. You super smart. You a math athlete. You graduate. You know what I'm saying? Now, what were you looking for at your next school? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was when you jumped in the portal in your mind? What were you like, man? I want my next school to be like this.
So honestly, when I first got into the portal, I was so egotistical, and I just thought I was, you know, the man. And so I'm sitting here like, man, I'm waiting on Bama. I'm waiting on Bama. Like, I'm finna go to Bama. So honestly, you know, that was just out of the question. I ain't really play like that at Florida. So just kind of talking to all these schools. I mean, a whole bunch of schools, SEC, ACC, everywhere, all around the country hit me up. I just knew I didn't really want the same situation that was at Florida. I kind of wanted a different coaching staff, a staff that was going to understand what I was coming there for, which was to kind of turn up the program in a little amount of time that I expected to be here, be a leader for the guys, and kind of show them ins and outs of playing at a high level. And understanding, you know, just the differences in not playing and playing, and understand how to deal with stuff like that, and just kind of being a mentor to the guys. So
That's
that
dope.
was really my role going into my next school, but just allowing the school to do that for me and allow me to kind of just come in and take the helm and just be the guy that I am and the guy that I know I can
Now,
be. So,
when did that mind shift switch? You know what I'm saying? From being Mr. I'm waiting for Bama to, hey, I just want to be a guy to show you how to play and things. When did that mind shift switch?
so it was about 2 weeks. I got all these other schools, and they was I wasn't getting like Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't getting Clemson. Like I wasn't getting those top tier schools.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted to go somewhere and beat Florida. You know, I didn't want to go nowhere lower than Florida. That was kind of my ideology. But I mean, that's not really what I wanted. I wanted something better than Florida, but it didn't necessarily have to be better overall team. You know what I'm saying? Just a better situation.
That's what's up. Now, when and how did Jackson State come into the picture?
So my boy John Huggins, he was actually committed there, and so he was just kind of telling me about it. And you know, obviously at first I was just like, you know. And so he was just talking to me about it, and he was like, "Nah, man, just hop on the call with the coaches." So I hopped on with Coach Ray and Coach Hard and Coach Dennis Thurman, and I talked to those guys, and I kind of did some research on it. I was like, okay, they definitely are certified, definitely know what they're talking about. HBCU, real cool. I had some ties to Jackson State just off of one of my best friends at Florida. His dad went to Jackson State. He was a legend. I know he set like sack records there. I believe I beat it, but
look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But he was a baller there, so he used to always talk about that. I always used to hear stories. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot, kind of check it out. Got there, took my visit. Man, that I fell in love as soon as I got there.
That's what's up.
It felt right as soon as I got there, and it was a feeling I couldn't really describe. They was just treating me like family, the whole nine, and I just kind of felt like it was a good opportunity. When I left, I kind of tried to talk myself out of it because I mean it was the only FCS school I was really talking to.
Really?
So, so it was like, do I want to go FCS? It's gonna be tough, but it's an HBCU, which is an experience in its own. And so, just kind of everything, weighing all of my options, calling these schools, kind of figuring out the different situations. I took visits everywhere, and kind of figuring out like some of these schools are kind of all running the same. They kind of all ran the same way. Jackson State, I can tell, it's not ran that way. It's ran on a different kind of engine or fuel, and so it was something in my heart. Only I give God all the glory because only God could have set this path for me. So it came into fruition.
Hey man, listen. When my girl says when you let God move, He'll show you something. 2021, you freaking explode. Okay, 70 tackles, 24 and a half tackles for loss, 16 and a half sacks, 7 forced fumbles, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns. Did you ever I knew you was a baller. Like, ballers know they are baller. You know what I'm saying? But did you ever think that you could shake it up that much and, I mean, literally be the biggest thing in FCS football at that time?
No, I most definitely knew I had to. Like I told you, this was the only FCS school I was talking to. So I was like, if I go this route, I gotta be the best. Like, I gotta clearly be the best guy out there. And so I had an unimaginable focus during the spring. I dwelled into my faith, just being back at home with my parents, doing school from there, and just kind of having their guidance and being under their roof. Just kind of getting my discipline back and just everything, get my whole mind and body right. And so, I mean, I knew I was gonna do something. I knew it was gonna be something spectacular because, like I told you, I knew God had me. I knew I was on God's side. And so, I honestly thought I probably could have did better. You know what I'm saying? I know I missed a whole bunch of sacks this year, a whole bunch of plays I could have made. So. Yeah, and I had another year to come back, which was crazy.
Man, listen, I know nobody in this. Everybody in the swag was like, "Man, let this boy please go ahead and go to the draft, bro. Get your money.
Right,
Get
right.
your money." Listen, it don't stop there. You won everything. First team all swag, staff FCS All American, FCS coach All American. Listen, what about your game makes it like that? That's what James Houston is. You know what I'm saying? When somebody watches you and they talk about you, what do they put a stamp on and say that's James Houston?
I say I'm a playmaker. I'm dynamic. I'm gonna get into the backfield, in a very slick and sly way, and it's just gonna be a great play. It's gonna look good. It's gonna feel good. It's gonna change the whole atmosphere of the game. And I just feel like I have a knack to kind of feel the way of the game and make it in our favor, in my team's favor. I just feel like I have a certain knack for that. I've been doing it since I was in Little League, just being a dynamic playmaker.
Now, everybody's seen the Coach Prime documentary. How hard mentally was the shift realistically? Like, you coming in wanting to be a linebacker, them seeing your potential as a DN, you know what I'm saying? Now you have tape as a linebacker, tape as a DN. And I mean, you just wrecked shop as a DN, but mentally, how hard was that transition?
It was pretty difficult, honestly, at first, just because, you know, I had that real laser focus at the time that I was gonna come in and do one specific thing, and obviously it didn't work like that. And nothing that I kind of went through this whole process went the way that I fully imagined it to go. And so going through camp, we had a lot of our D line banged up, or they had COVID and stuff like that. So I knew it was a real deficit at the D line. I knew they wanted me to come help, and I kind of thought it was more of a let's put him here until our D linemen come back type of thing.
A filler.
And I knew I was good at it. I knew I could, have success at it. And Coach Dion, he kind of sat me down and he was like, "Man, I don't know who's been coaching you, but they've been doing you this justice. This is a position for you that I really feel like you can take to the next level and really make a lot of money and have a longevity in the league." And so, at first I'm saying to him, I'm like, yeah, I agree I can play this position. I don't think this is my correct position, but it's definitely a position that I can play. Just kind of going into it more in practice and stuff like that, learning the position. I still, I yearn to play inside, because that's kind of what I came there for. And so we had certain packages where I was at the inside position. But, some coaches didn't like it, and so I wasn't allowed to do it. But I just feel like there was a lot of things that could have went differently. But I definitely loved every part of it. I love that I got to, learn the whole new position.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm actually being looked at this position at a high level. And so just really, I found something else to work on my craft. I found a whole new craft to work on.
Listen, man, in the NFL, versatility is a big factor where the game is going more space and spread out, man. Listen, you're a phenomenal rusher. I mean, I can't explain it anymore. And listen, I had a slogan. This is my slogan all year. If you don't want to win, if you don't block Houston, that is just, if you don't want to win, if they couldn't block you, they ain't want to win. Point blank, period. I ain't care what they talk about. But listen, this is something I've noticed, and I want to show you this video, right? This move. I've seen this move so many times. Like when you're down in your position, you just do this so fast. It's just so ridiculous. Like, when you're in your formation, you got your hand in the ground. How are you processing what move you're going to end up doing, or how you're going to swipe or whatever? Are you reading the line? Or are you just like, yo, I'm gonna catch it with the speed rush this time? Like, how does that process go for you?
So honestly, when I first started, I was just kind of doing some of those things real naturally, and so I was kind of asking the coaches, what do I need to do? Do I need different moves? It was like, bro, you got some natural stuff that you do that we can't really teach that, and so we really just want you to just keep doing that. And so it's something similar to a crossover that I do in basketball. When you feel somebody, they feel your speed. They know that you can blow by them.
Yeah.
The crossover is just so much easier. because you know they're going that way. They're trying to go that way because they know they can't handle you just going straight. And so it's really more of a feeling, just feeling. Oh yeah, this tackle's gonna get out. He not trying to play with me, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna play with you neither. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna come across your face so quick, and now it's like you can't even touch me from me. It's over. You try to grab me now. So yeah.
Man, listen. Now, what was your welcome to the SWAC moment? And it could be bad or good. Like you like, oh yeah, I'm here now. Like you like, oh yeah, they not ready. When did it click for you? Like these boys ain't ready.
It was definitely Tennessee State. Second game of the season, Southern Heritage Classic. We was in Memphis. It was just great. I had a great time out there. Just just the scenery and just experiencing everything. The atmosphere was great, and I had 5 sets. I just it was like my coming out party. FAMU was a great game, the first game, but I was kind of just getting my feet wet, just figuring out my way in the position. And so I kind of felt after the Tennessee State game, I could really take this thing over, and I could really start to do something special. I really kind of started a little competition. Shout out Isaiah Lamb from FAMU. Man, they was on me. They was on me every week. You gonna let this dude beat you in sacks? He got 3 sacks this week. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up.
Yeah, it was a nice little competition, and I just enjoyed every moment of it. But I was talking about welcoming to the SWAC and just getting divulged. Even the FAMU game, the end of that game was just
epic.
The atmosphere was just great. You know, it was a different feeling. I never really those feelings were very similar to championship feelings at Florida, which is really crazy because they're just regular games, but it just, I guess, the history and the context and just everything, just the culture having such a big impact on you.
Man, you went right into my next question. I was going to say, what was the biggest difference from Florida and Jackson State? But you're telling me, I mean, it wasn't that much of the game. It wasn't that much, but the atmosphere, like, talk about that, Florida holding, 80,000, Jackson State holding 55,000. Talk about that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong now. Florida, the swamp, when it's packed now, it's going to be rocking. It's going to be rocking. But JSU got a whole different feeling to it, man. When you just look up into them stands, we own 60,000.
Yeah.
You look up to them stands, man, you're like, man, these are all my people. They looking at me, they cheering me on. This black excellence right here. You know what I'm saying? And it just gives you a vision that, we can really do more, if we really come together. That's really what I kind of got from my whole HBCU experience.
That's dope.
Just, the collaboration of black people. Coming together, I feel like you can really make a change, and I feel like something we've kind of been lacking as a culture. But I would say the biggest difference is definitely just the culture, man. You feel love, man. You feel it all the way. Like it's not like when you have Florida and a fan come up to you. It's a whole different feeling when a Jackson fan come up to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's dope. Man, that's dope. Now I want to piggyback off that real quick, and listen, I'm gonna try to get you out of here. I know it's getting late and stuff like that. Where you at? What would you say, y'all got Travis Hunter. What do you say to more players like yourself, transfers, 4-star, 5-star guys looking at only Power 5? Because that was you. You knew you had the talent to go D1, anything in the world, FBS. You came to Jackson State. You had the experience. You went straight, God mode on everybody, you know what I'm saying? So what would you say to the kids coming out of high school or in the transfer portal, 4 or 5-star guys like, yo, come to Jackson State or go to an HBCU?
Right. So that was kind of my motivation as well, kind of going into the season. I knew this was kind of a different path, a path really less traveled. Nobody has really done this and really been too successful. And so I kind of wanted to form my own passage. I'm always one for, walking my own path and kind of doing my own thing. And so I kind of just wanted to open up this door for other black athletes. Power 5 it's not the only way.
Yeah.
You can go to an HBCU and you can succeed and do well in the league. And I feel like that kind of lined up with Coach Palm's message as well. And so that's why I feel like we were just very compatible, and it just kind of worked out because we kind of had the same goals and aspirations. And nothing was very jaded or you know what I'm saying? It was never looked at trying to money grab or trying to do anything, you know, out of pocket. It was just very genuine. And I feel like if you come in there with the intentions of trying to be a better man, a better football player, these schools could really change your life. They could really make you the man that you want to be. And I respect the hell out of Coach Prime and Dennis Thurman, Coach Mathis, Coach Trevor, Coach O, all those guys over there, man. They're transforming men every day. And,
that's what's up.
It's respect to them.
That's what's up, man. They need to get you on a commercial for real. Tomorrow, they need to get you on a commercial for real. Now, listen, I wouldn't be me if I could. What happened? You know, I gotta ask. You know, listen. Now I know you was getting double teamed. I've watched all the film in the world. They double teamed you like crazy. But as a team, you know your team, and you know this. Your team was led by defense. What happened in your mind when it came to the Celebration Bowl?
Me personally, I don't think we were ready for that type of environment. I've been kind of used to going to bowl games and things like that. I played in Mercedes Dome 3 times. So I just don't think we were ready to, you know, go to Atlanta and spend that whole week there. I just feel like, you know, we didn't come out with the same physicalness and determination that we usually do. So I just feel like, you know, we was used to traveling to, you know what I'm saying, Louisiana that day of the game. Like, we hopping on the bus and we going to play that day. Like, so I just felt like it was something that we kind of had to experience. And now that, you know, those guys got that under the belt and know what comes with all that stuff, I think they'll be more prepared going for the next time.
That's what's up. Now, the draft process, it's been good to you. You went, listen, that Dallas 30, they have, I think for the past 7 years, Dallas has drafted somebody off their visit. That's just how Dallas gets down. You went to the Chiefs as well. How was that experience?
Oh, man, that was great, bro. I couldn't imagine something like that, bro. The whole facility, just the whole, everything around it is just set up for football players. And Jerry Jones, he's doing a great job there. It's a marketing genius out there. That's all I see. I just see money and money. And I feel like it's just a great opportunity. It was great. I had a dinner with Emmitt Smith and D. Brown. He's doing a lot for HBCUs. And just kind of had a money talk with them. You know, just trying to get the game, understanding the ins and outs of it, and just, you know, trying to get what's yours and get out of there, you know?
Now, you know, listen, if you can't tell me, you can't tell me. Did Coach Prime tell you how to talk to Jerry? Did he coach you up how to talk to Jerry? He's like, hey, man,
he ain't give me no pointers. Coach, Mr. Jerry, man, he loved Coach Prime.
Yeah, I know. I bet. Yeah.
Him and Steven. So it was a really good conversation. I could just feel the love, and I could just feel it all transport right into me as soon as I stepped in there. So it would be great if I got picked by them. Great organization, great coaches. And just, you know, I feel like it would be a great experience.
Hey, bro, you get drafted by the Cowboys because I am a fan. Like, listen, I'm getting a jersey off rip. Just don't send me the link. Like, hey, Scotty, oh, listen, I'm gonna send me the link. I'm gonna buy it the same day. I need it. All right. Now, do you feel you're a pro linebacker or pro DN? And if so, why?
I feel like I'm just a pro defensive player, man.
Got you.
I feel like I can play all over the field at a high level. I can play outside linebacker. I can rush the passer and get to the quarterback, and I can play inside linebacker. And I feel like it's all about what you need. Really, where you want me at and where you want me to be dynamic and make plays at. And like I said, that's just kind of the player I feel like I am. So wherever you feel like I have the best opportunity at doing that, that's the position I play.
All right.
I feel like I can play corner. I can play safety. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. Listen, last section, we're going to get this or that. All right, I'm going to ask you 2 questions, and I need you to give me your favorite answer, all right? Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
All right. City or country?
City.
All right. Text message or call?
Call.
All right. Strip sack touchdown or pick 6?
Ooh, that strip sack touchdown. It's definitely different.
Oh, man. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Zaxby's or God's Chicken?
Oh, that Chick-fil-A. Okay, Chick-fil-A.
All right, listen. Before I let you go, two things. All right, I need your most memorable experience at JSU, on or off the field. And one of my members wanted you to talk about your interception at PV. How did that feel? And everything went down the SWAC championship. But your most memorable experience at JSU. Go ahead.
I'll probably say the SWAC championship.
Okay.
That jump was live, man. That jump was real live. I didn't play the game that I wanted to play, but like I said, I made the plays that I had to make for the team. And that whole just seeing the whole crowd, man, after the game, after we won, I don't think I can ever relive that feeling. Probably not until I win the Super Bowl this time.
That's dope.
So yeah, that was an amazing experience.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, Houston, I appreciate you. Tell your mom I said what's up. She has been she's been trying to set this up for a long time, and I appreciate her as well.
My people love your show, man. They be watching all the time. But hold on, I gotta address. I definitely gotta address. What's up with all the Jackson State, man? What's up with why you be so petty with us, man?
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you, James, because you're the first person that asked me that from a player interview. So I'll give you that. Listen, I really love the players, right? Jackson State people remind me of Dallas Cowboy fans, right? Like, you might like the team, but you don't like the fans surrounding the team. You get what I'm saying? So it's really never gets the players, because Cam's my favorite player. I support you, Aubrey, Keontae.
Don't you think that's every team in the SWAC? No, I feel like that's any of the HBCU.
Oh,
if they get on, they definitely talking. They on the high horse.
Which is cool. But you got to be able to You got to be able. If you get it
right now, we on the high horse right now.
Listen, I'm with you. Listen, that's respect. That's what I can give you, the high horse. But just know, I'm gonna look at it like this. My thing was this, right? So they would say, "Oh, y'all, let me tell you what Jackson State fans would do. Oh, Scotty, we ready for Alabama. Oh, Scotty, we ready for Florida." That's what I got to deal with, James. You see, you got to deal with that. I got to deal with that. Oh, we ready for Nick. Oh, we ready for this. Oh, we can go to D1. And I'm like, bro, like, what do y'all?
I understand it may sound out of the ordinary and stuff like that, but our defense, for a fact, we could have competed in the Power 5 conference without a doubt. We could have held our own and actually been probably very successful in the Power 5 conference. I played in the SEC defense, and we had enough, to compete and do our thing. I don't know about the Alabamas and Clemson's, Ohio States of the world,
Mm-hmm.
but all around the other, ACC, Pac-12, you know what I'm saying? We could have held our own. Definitely defensively.
I'll tell you this, and this is I'll tell you two things and why I disagree. Right, the first one is offensive linemen. The offensive linemen
defense.
No,
I'm talking about their offense.
But listen, you said your defense, right? So I'm gonna talk about the I'm gonna talk about Power 5's offense, right? Their tackles just a little bit better. They're just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And then two, quarterback play. That is huge in the SWAC. And you guys took advantage of subpar quarterbacks, I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Like, Akil is probably the best one, but y'all just demolished his O-line and it just looked bad. But if you got, I feel like your defense, don't get me wrong, the front seven, amazing. Nugget is Nugget, but you still had liabilities at the corner position, and I love Cam. Cam is an in-the-box guy. He's not an over-the-top guy, and you can catch him slipping. You can catch silos. Like, listen, I said this. I said, if your defense can see it, it's unstoppable. If you guys keep everything in front of y'all, you're the best defense in FCS. I'll hands down. But if it goes over your head, you got trouble.
We had those guys that could really play over the top. It was just we knew we could take advantage of being the best at the line. But I mean, that's all. It's all in context. And it's ifs and buts. But I just I have faith in my defense.
Listen, and I'm not saying. I'll say this. If you guys could get pressure with the front seven, you'll have a chance. If not, you don't have a chance. It's just that simple. So you would have to be great. You would have to be great. You know what I'm saying? So It starts and ends with you guys. If you keep it like how y'all did ULM, if y'all played any team like you played ULM, then you always have a chance to be in the game. So I'll give you that. But if it kind of starts to get over your head and people start getting comfortable with y'all, yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. Any other questions, Mr. Houston?
Nah, man. I just want you to ease up on my alma mater, man. I want you to ease up on them, man.
Man, tell your fans to ease up on me and I'll ease up on them.
For sure.
Hey, listen, if I go to a game, I'm gonna need you to escort me.
Nah, for sure. I'm gonna be at the spring game this Sunday. So
okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there walking around the sideline.
All right, man. All right, do your thing, man. Appreciate the time, Houston.
For sure. Thank you.
All right, man. Peace. No problem. Anytime. Hey, man, listen. Shout out to James, man. Shout out to James. I like that question. That's real. I gotta respect that. That's real. You asked me, like, what you doing with my boys? I'm like, hey, man, your team is dope. Listen, I don't hate the players. I have no problems against the players. None whatsoever. I tell y'all all the time, Cam's my favorite player in the SWAC at this point in time. I just gotta call a spade a spade. But because if I don't call a spade, you can't take my opinion. You can't take my opinion to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to give you I say this, my football acumen and my bandwagonism, they're separate. Okay. Okay. They're separate. So if I just gave you everything that I feel is going to happen, then y'all would be like, man, this Bama don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about nothing. All right. So at the end of the day, I got to keep it a buck. He kept it a buck. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. So it is what it is. All right. So listen, guys, also my girl, my baby, Akila, she said she appreciates all the donations, all the thank you, all the condolences. She really, 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 really appreciate it. And she really, really wants to thank you guys for taking the time out to do that for her. And if anybody else wants to send anything as well, I don't know if I have it on this one. Let me see. Yeah, if anybody else wants to send any donations, she lost her grandmother this weekend. So if anybody wants to send any donations, please send it to her Cash App and stuff like that. She would really appreciate it. And she just want to say thank you. And Deputy Mario, listen, we appreciate you, man. Listen, if nobody loves us, we know you do. This show could be just as great with Deputy Mario, the only person in the chat. I just want to make that very clear. That's our guy right there. He shows us big time love, man. Big time love, and we appreciate it. So if anybody messing with me, Deputy Mario's a real policeman. Don't play with me, okay? Deputy Mario, stay strapped. Got the vest on and everything. You know how the cops got the big vest and stuff like that, be looking like that? Yeah. All right, don't play with me. But guys, listen, I appreciate it. I'm gonna do the replay of the Roland Martin show either tonight or in the morning. So if you missed it, I'm gonna do a live replay tomorrow morning. Make sure you check that out. All right. Until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'ma holla. God bless. Ain't no happy 420. Ain't nobody smoking out here. I don't drink or smoke. Ain't nobody doing no happy 420.